Alrighty. I got no plan here. Try to keep it at 3 minutes ish. Poured these last night. This is the first fat candle. This is the Dice Dragon. I'm going to use my heat gun, which. Where's the other one at? I just realized I plugged in my old one, which I think is a little hotter than the OG one. But that's alright. I guess we'll use this. So we got to prepare for some noise. Getting rid of these marks here. This is where my little hold the wick in place gizmos are. Other heat gun has like I think 2 or 3 settings. So we're gonna kind of just melt this, and then we'll push my little wick, which I cut down with my little wick scissors. Or maybe this does have a high. Maybe? No, it's just one. So we'll get this heated up a little bit and melt down these ridges on the bottom of the candle. I mostly am winging my candle making work because crap, I got wax stuck on my finger. I need that to dry so I don't mix it into the white at the bottom of that one. I don't know if you see my hand over on this side. I have pieces of marble that I got at a Habitat for Humanity store right here. I use them in the candle making because they hold cold well. And they're good heat sinks for the hot metal pour stuff. All right. I'm gonna flatten that out into the wet wax here too. This should dry quick enough to where I can open it. I'll edit this down to 3 minutes. All right. I think I talked about it in one of my lives. This is the freeform air that I make a shell with so that I can sit my candles down here. It's a brush on mold for the candle because it's a thin shell that lets me flex the silicone away from the mold. Still debating how this one goes. This is the first pour. I normally cut a line down the back of a mold. Like this is the back, it's the front. I would normally cut a line down here to make it easier to pull off of a candle. I don't usually do that with resin because resin gives. Wax, which again I kind of just started working with. Technically I think I just took 8 months off of doing stuff. But I've only really been doing this for probably a year. This is my weird ass method, so I'm hoping that I can pop this out and not destroy the wax candle. Let's see. dragon holding a D20, first pour. And the scent is dragon blood. So it's going to get switched around so people can read it. I hate using this mode for recording. It looks like it survived. Oh, his horns didn't. I thought the horns were going to be a problem. So he might be hornless. A hornless little dragon. We'll have to see if the horns ever decide to pop out of here. Maybe a wax didn't get down into there. Where's the head? Here's his head. Oh, it looks like wax didn't go into one spot. And this is the horn from the other spot. The horns were a last second decision to try and do. I thought if I did short, fat little horns, it would work. Doesn't look like it did. Next up, I'm going to do a resin casting of this. So I have a master model because this was sculpted in monster clay. Anybody want a dragon's blood first casting from me? These are going to sell. This is a 10-ounce candle. Odds are this is going to sell for $25. So make me a first cast offer and I'll do free shipping. On to this one. This one I'm really questioning because it's got a face in it. Again, I did these two as full freeform air and I pulled the mold out. This was the one I did in a video and it was a pain in the bottom to get out. This one came out pretty easy. I'm gonna have to change my method of doing this to where the bottom is noticeably fatter than the top, and that will actually help get it a model out. But I like this method because it makes a lot. Anyway, let's see. So right here is where I have a cut that I mentioned I usually do. We're gonna slowly peel this off of here. This is the back of the model, the back of the candle. Also what is it this morning down here? 79. It was 82 when I was down here earlier, last night. Okay, so my wax pores look pretty good. The tips are kind of not there, but I thought that might be a problem. Again, there's the wick. I think we're going to cut that. Right here. I decided to do a little experiment, but I don't like it. I left a little bit of silicone so that the wick would stick right there, but it's preventing me from doing this. And then I'm going to use my thumb right where I know the face is to kind of try and push the face out of the silicone safely. Ta-da! First cast for this guy. There's the back. Can't really see my seam line. Can't see where it was broken. Kind of digging this. Trying to decide if I make these cream versus this. This is the natural. I use a soy and honey wax mix. And this one is actually library scented. After they sit for about a week, they fully whatever the verbiage is. So here we go. First Dragon D20. First one of these guys. Today I'll try to do another one of these, and the candlestick. This one I really have no idea what's going to happen with it. I think I'm going to have a wax bleed, and I'm going to have to try and do a second idea for the brush on mold for the next one. But so this guy is basically going to get a wick. Boop. I think I cut this, and I think I need to do what I told you I did with the other one. The hole for the wick is here. I think I'm gonna have to cut a line all the way to it to make it easier to pop this face out. Here's his face. So we're gonna do that today. Maybe I'll do that now before I head out. Jeez Louise, it is freaking warm down here. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's see if we cut this down to something shorter. Goodbye.